squads retired into 2 forts, one of which was situated on the banks of the river Mystique. The other, about 8 miles further, was the headquarters of Sassacus, their sachem, at whose name the Nehargensetts trembled, saying, he was all one, a god, nobody could kill him. The council of war determined to attack the first fort they should come at, which the Indians took care should not be that where Sassacus was. They made their approach to it in the night, and sent an Indian to observe the posture of the enemy, who found them all in a profound sleep. The army came up to the fort about break of day. Captain Mason, with his company, posted himself on the east and Underhill on the west. But the Nehargensetts, like cowards, retired to such a distance as to be only spectators of the action. When the army came within a rod of the fort, a dog barked, awakening the sentinel, who immediately ran away and cried, Manuksa, Manuksa, i.e., English, English. The soldiers entered the fort at a passage which was only blocked up with bushes about breast high. Captain Mason was the first man that leapt into it, and made good his ground till his men could pull the bushes away. Upon this followed a sharp engagement, in which several of the English were wounded, and many of the Indians killed. But the houses in the fort, being made of nothing but combustible mats, joined close to one another, the English set them on fire, and retired, posting themselves at all the avenues to hinder the enemies making their escape, whereby the advantage of the wind carried all before them. Many were burnt to death, which the Nehargensetts from a distance, rising ground where they had posted themselves, beheld with infinite pleasure and satisfaction, dancing and whooping, all the while and insulting over the dying enemy. Now, let's read another reference which also gives some additional information as to what happened during this assault. And the following reference reads, they approached the same with great silence, and surrounded it both with English and Indians, that they might not break out, and so assaulted them with great courage, shooting amongst them, and entered the fort with great speed. And those that first entered found sharp resistance from the enemy, who both shot and grappled with them. Others ran into their houses and brought out fire and set them on fire, which soon took in their masts, and their houses standing close together. With the wind, all was soon on a flame, and thereby more were burnt to death than were otherwise slain. It burnt their bowstrings and made them unserviceable. Those that escaped the fire were slain with the sword, some hewed to pieces, others run through with their rapiers, so as they were quickly dispatched and very few escaped. The number they thus destroyed was conceived to be above 400. At this time, it was a fearful sight to see them thus frying in the fire, and the streams of blood quenching the flame. And horrible was the stink and the scent thereof. But the victory seemed a sweet sacrifice, and they gave praise thereof to God, who had wrought so wonderful for them, thus to enclose their enemies in their hands, and give them a speedy victory over a profound, insulting, and blasphemous enemy.
You see that?
All right.
So the truth about Thanksgiving is exposed. You see that?
Actually, I'm just going to check my mics just to make sure.
All right? It's exposed. Hebrew Israelites bringing it out. You see that? Bringing it out. Hitting social media, getting the word out, waking up our people. The 144,000 elect. Getting our children, spreading the word. Kwam Rashiala. All right. We're getting the word out.
So
we're not going to stop.
Back up. All right. So what we were going over is the Pequot massacre. Right. The Pequot massacre is what we just.
Kwame Rashiala, do not celebrate any of these pagan holidays.
Video or this slide.
Return to the Lord and repent.
This slide.
Shalom.